This one is actually probably one of the most heinous crimes that we've ever covered on React.
Oh,
so I just want to give you a warning.
Oh, God.
This one gets a little bit brutal.
Oh, my God.
December 10th, 1968. The bank manager of the Nihon Trust Bank was on edge. Someone had threatened his life and those around him. Just 4 days prior, a letter, one of recent many, was sent to his personal residence demanding 300 million yen, or his house would be blown up with dynamite.
That sounds illegal.
Police were notified. The bank manager went on with his duties, sending 4 of his employees to the nearby Toshiba factory to make a scheduled drop. But not long after leaving the bank, the 4 heard police sirens approaching. A police officer screeched to a halt in front of the car and frantically got off his motorcycle to warn them. The branch manager's home had just been blown up. The bank in particular was now a target, especially those who had left the bank earlier to carry out bank duties in clearly marked company cars. Their car needed to be searched. The officer got down underneath to check the car, but before he could do a proper search, an employee started noticing smoke and flames emerging from the vehicle. Everyone ran as fast as they could to safety. They waited and waited for the explosion. But there was no explosion. They looked back and realized the company car was gone.
Oh, the cop took it?
I knew it.
The police officer was gone. They called the Nihon Trust Bank to find out what was going on.
Took the car?
To their relief, the bank manager answered. He was alive and well. In fact, everything was fine there. The bank manager's home was never blown up. This was the moment the perpetrator had been setting up the past few months. Disguised as a police officer, he had now gotten away with what was to be the bonus payments of 523 Toshiba employees.
Oh, don't steal from the employees, you nerd.
The stolen amount totaled to 300 million yen or $6 million. Half a century later, the case remains unsolved.
Wow, he just got away with it.
That's some like movie right there.
Steal from the big banks, don't steal from the employees, you ass.
I don't like to give criminals any credit, but that's smart. You know what? He can keep it.
Antwerp Diamond Heist.
$100 million
The Antwerp Diamond
heist?
District is one of the most heavily secured places in the world, and it was there in 2003 that one gang of thieves pulled off one of the largest diamond heists in history. Now, even though most of the gang, known as the School of Turin, has since been arrested, the diamonds have never been retrieved. The robbery was led by Leonardo Notar Bartolo.
That's their last name.
You could have done better on that name.
3 years before the heist would take place, Notar Bartolo began renting an office inside of the Diamond Center to blend in and gain everybody's trust there. Photography inside of the building was strictly prohibited, but eventually he managed to create a miniature digital camera that he fixed atop of a pen that poked out of the top of his shirt pocket. This enabled him to walk straight into the vault and take hundreds of photographs of everything, inside and outside, without ever getting noticed. He would go on to recruit a team of 5, including himself, and using these photographs, they were able to perfectly recreate an exact replica of the vault in a warehouse.
Wait, what? They did all that? Wait, really?
2003, they decided that they were ready to do it for real. With all of the security overcome, they held themselves in a frenzy to over $100 million worth of diamonds, gold, jewelry, and various currencies. While the heist itself was squeaky clean, their runaway was not. They had been wearing plastic gloves during the whole heist, and they didn't leave any DNA evidence inside of the vaults. However, they needed to burn those gloves, and on their drive back to Italy, Notar Bartolo pulled off on the side of the road to do it, but his friend allegedly, according to him, got nervous and began throwing stuff carelessly out of the window, including a half-eaten salami sandwich.
I'm nervous. That's where they got him from? The ham sandwich?
Sandwich did him dirty.
This sandwich was later discovered, and it provided the DNA evidence that linked Notar Bartolo to the crime. So he was arrested and sentenced to 10 years in prison for his role in the heist.
That's it?
He has never given up the names of any of his fellow robbers, even to this day. And most of the $100 million that was stolen is still missing out there somewhere.
I'm sorry, but the stock image of the man in the jail just consistently rubbing upon the bars distracted me a lot. It's just...
He's lucky that's over in Europe, because here they would have locked his ass up forever.
Isn't it so crazy that we, as humans, find these little rocks, and all of a sudden they are worth $100 million, and people are stealing them with year-long plans?
I'm like speechless at like how smart these people are. This is crazy, the amount of planning.
Someone out there is walking around with one of those diamonds on their hand and they have no idea it's from the 2003 Antwerp diamond heist.
Meet the Pink Panthers, the most successful gang of jewelry thieves in history. The international crime network contains somewhere between 200 and 250 members and has committed at least 380 armed robberies since 1999. Most of the Pink Panthers are from the Balkan states, and their crimes span several countries, including Japan, United Arab Emirates, Switzerland, France, the United States, Australia, the list goes on and on.
Wow.
Over the years, they've stolen gold and diamonds to the suspected tune of at least $500 million. The gang is known for their meticulous planning and their creative disguises, having dressed as Hawaiian tourists, laborers, and women.
Wow, they dress as women.
They're also famous for their ability to make off with millions of dollars worth of stolen jewelry in just a minute or two. Their equally clever getaway methods include the use of bicycles, speedboats, and scooters, just to name a few, which is good when you're robbing Harry Winston. In 2008, the thieves took off with 80 million euros worth of jewelry. One of the most famous heists by the Pink Panthers was in 2007, when two stolen Audi A8s crashed through the glass facade of the Wafi Mall. In all the chaos, the members stole $4 million worth of jewelry in minutes. In a 2010 interview with The Guardian's Havana Marking, a member known only as Novak stated, "We scare people, but we do not hurt them. We only take expensive things from rich people." Why are they called the Pink Panthers, you ask? Because in their early days, they stole a diamond hidden in a jar of face cream, inspired by the film The Return of the Pink Panther. They get many of their ideas from movies and detective novels. Although the gang remains at large, the diligent efforts of law enforcement agencies in various countries have led to numerous successful arrests in recent years.
This is just a heist version of the Scream movies.
It's just so much like work that these people really invest. This is their career. Like this is their 9 to 5.
What a fun job. High stakes, but has to be fun. Y'all hiring? I got some decent smarts. Sierra, tell them I'm smart.
Izzy be nimble, Izzy be quick. All right, I do want to warn you. We have one more.
Okay.
This one is actually probably one of the most heinous crimes that we've ever covered on React. So
Oh,
I just want
God.
to give you a warning.
Oh, God.
This one gets a little bit brutal.
Oh, my God.
A diamond-encrusted cheese slicer that's worth $28,000 was stolen from the Cheese Museum in Amsterdam. And the best part of this whole thing is that if you find the world's most expensive cheese slicer and return it to the museum, your reward is the world's largest fondue set.
I gotta go.
Wow! Here is the cheese slicer when it was unveiled in 2012. It's encrusted with 200 diamonds. It was on loan to the Cheese Museum by Bosca Holland, a housewares company. The museum tells a Dutch paper that the slicer was on display in a glass showcase with a lock, and one Saturday it just went missing. If all of this sounds too funny to be true, a spokeswoman for the company actually told the newspaper, quote, "This is not an April Fool's joke."
This is devastating!
Oh no, not the cheese slicer, oh no!
This is really wait, you're not joking, right?
No, this is serious. This is real.
My thing is, like, if it's a $28,000 thing, then why did you just put it in a glass box with a lock? That's so easy to break it. The cheese deserves better.
Someone's very rich grandmother has that in her drawer right now. She's like, you gotta see this. Don't tell anyone about it though.
Now, according to my research, I was not able to find out if this was ever actually found. So, according to me, this is still an unsolved case. And if anyone has more information, please tell us in the comments. So
Please inform us. We're so desperate to hear about this cheese slicer.
You want that fondue set?
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode.
If you've seen the expensive cheese slicer, let Sierra know at 412-89.
Seriously, let's find this thing.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Do you have the cheese slicer?
Tell me where the cheese is!